Ladies and gentlemen, the axe is back.
Axel doesn't just make bad decisions, he creates them like performance art. Here are the times that made all of us stop and ask, did that seriously just happen? Number 10. In the episode Life Skills, Axel walks into class with the confidence of someone who definitely did not prepare. Sue is already melting down because he forgot the note cards, the aprons, the menus, the food, basically the entire assignment.
The fridge?
I gave you one job to do.
You gave me every job!
And somehow that feels fair. With 5 minutes left before they present, Axel does what any totally unprepared teenager would do. He starts working every connection he has ever accidentally made. He calls in favors like a tiny suburban crime boss.
Hey, Steve. What's up?
What up, Axe?
Not much. Hey, remember the time at the lake I introduced you to Lindsay Sullivan? How's that going?
Dude, she's my girlfriend now. I owe you one.
Yeah, you do. And don't forget that.
He flatters random classmates. He bribes people with memories. He even convinces a kid named Alan Hung to hack a computer for him. At one point, he flashes a hall pass he finds in his pocket and gives the principal fashion tips. By the time he bursts back into class announcing,
Ladies and gentlemen, the axe is back.
it somehow looks like he planned all of it. He hands over an 11-page report that didn't exist 10 minutes earlier and starts an Italian restaurant presentation like he's auditioning for Food Network. Sue looks traumatized. The teacher looks confused. And Axel? He acts like the universe just owed him one. Number 9. Every parent knows the fear that hits when someone important comes over. In this case, it was a college recruiter, and the Hex were convinced Axel would ruin everything before he even sat down. Mike tried to hype him up in the most fatherly way possible.
Or practicing football. Yep. It's all books and pigskin with that kid.
And the Bible.
Nobody believed that, not even the furniture. The moment Mr. Tracy asked what made Axel well-rounded, the entire family braced for disaster. Instead, Axel spoke like he had swallowed a guidance counselor. He admits,
I'd be lying if at 16 I said I knew what I wanted to study, but you have a great school.
and somehow it sounds charming. Then he throws in fancy words the family did not know he had access to.
And I'm really working to improve them so they're more on par vis-a-vis my athletics.
Frankie's eyes almost popped out. Mike looked like he witnessed a minor haunting. The recruiter loved him. He told Axel he had a great attitude. Axel even asked deep questions.
What made you decide you wanted to work at East Indiana State?
Whoa, all-out blitz. I love it.
When the door closed, the Hex just stared at him like he had shapeshifted. Mike growled,
Who else? How come you never bring your best for us, huh?
Oh,
while Axel stood there glowing like a golden retriever who passed the bar exam by accident. It was the one time Axel's charm actually worked on purpose, and honestly, it scared everyone. Number 8. Some people discover astronomy through textbooks or documentaries. Axel Heck discovered it through the hot tub time machine. After watching it 27 times, one line stuck in his head long enough for him to answer a professor's advanced question about relativity. The room went silent. The professor stared at him like he had just witnessed the birth of a prodigy.
A black hole, defined as a region of space-time where gravity prevents anything, even light, from escaping.
The professor looked thrilled. Axel looked terrified. The universe looked confused. Then Zoe, the cute girl in front, turned around and asked if he wanted to start a study group. Axel's brain short-circuited, but he said yes anyway.
No, he's not
Yes.
even... Sure, definitely. I love to study. And I especially like to do it in a group.
Okay, great.
There was only one issue. He was not enrolled in the class. This did not stop him. He just joined the study group, copied terms from the textbook, and acted like every star in the sky personally reported to him. He even used his football team as a memory trick, which somehow impressed people. Unfortunately, lies orbit fast. Zoe eventually confessed her own lie.
I only pretended to like you so you'd help me with the class.
What?
And even though the fake genius act ended, he actually learned how to study for real. So technically, the stars did teach him something after all. Number 7. There are questionable decisions, and then there is waking up one morning and discovering your teenage son legally married someone he can barely keep track of. It begins with Sue hearing the words, "No sibling is prepared for."
You did what?
I married April.
Sue cannot process it. She thinks he said carried. He repeats it, and she looks ready to call a priest. Axel explains that he and April were sitting in the Winnebago, complaining about how both families hated their relationship. Somehow this emotional spiral turned into a courthouse line and a legally binding decision. He did have doubts, but he stayed because, in his own words,
We lose our place, and everyone else in line was so happy for us because we're really young and hot, and they're all so old.
he proudly calls himself a husband until he realizes he does not know where April currently is. He dropped her off at work and never checked back. Even he panics at that one. Then comes the Christmas meltdown. The Heck house erupts. Frankie screams. Mike threatens to kill him. Sue stress cries. Meanwhile, Axel tries to defend himself with the worst possible argument.
Thinking! I wasn't thinking! You should know that I'm very vulnerable!
Eventually, the family sits him down and asks the real question. Does he love her in a till death do us part way, or just in a she's cute and I panicked way? Axel admits he does not know. That is when Mike gives his legendary line.
I'd say that if you need to ask your parents if you should be married, you probably shouldn't be married.
The solution becomes clear: annulment. Frankie files the paperwork faster than she orders Black Friday deals. Number 6. There are many warning signs that your life is falling apart, but one of the biggest is when you start begging your younger brother, who has not even finished middle school, to rescue you from college. Only Axel could reach that level of chaos. He drags Brick into the dorm and finally cracks.
I screwed up. I screwed up big time.
He explains that 3 professors told him to drop their classes. If he drops them, he will be left with only one course, which is a class literally designed for people who clap for grades. Even he knows that is bad. He blames everything on lack of supervision, claiming he slept for 2 days straight and brushed his hair with a fork. Brick tries to keep a straight face, but even he looks concerned for humanity. Then comes the real embarrassment. Axel needs help with math, and his tutor is a kid who still lines up for fire drills.
Get off my back, I'd be fine, but I need him, Brick. I need him on my back. Don't tell him I said that.
Brick asks for homework. Instead, he finds a paper airplane, philosophy notes that smell weird, and stars marking where all the hot girls sit. It is clear Axel has done absolutely nothing. Brick finally shows him the only thing he can master.
And that is how you drop fundamentals of math.
Oh, I see.
Axel celebrates like he has conquered the entire education system. Only he could fail college so badly that a child becomes his academic life coach. Number 5. Every family has moments that make them question their own genetics. For the Hecks, it was the night Axel walked into the kitchen, pointed at Brick's school project, and ate it. Brick had spent hours making a detailed model of Indiana, and Axel swallowed it like a midnight snack.
Axel! That wasn't a cookie. That was my Indiana Dome math project for school.
Axel looked confused and tried to defend himself.
If you guys don't want me to eat stuff, you gotta say so. You should know my first impulse is to always eat things.
Only Axel could accidentally devour geography. Frankie forces him to rebuild the project, which leads to the world's most chaotic baking session. They burn brownies, reshape the state with a knife, and panic when they run out of ingredients. Axel solves it in the most Axel way possible. He orders pizza and cuts it into the shape of Indiana. Brick seems fine with this, until he checks the assignment and realizes something horrifying.
Uh-oh.
What?
I have Texas.
What? Let me see that.
Hours of work, multiple pizzas, a whole cheese river, all for the wrong state. Axel ends the night exhausted, confused, and holding a slice of Amish country he immediately eats. Number 4. Only Axel could turn teenage drama into a full business model. It starts when a girl screams at a guy for getting dumped before the Valentine's dance. Axel immediately sees an opportunity, because of course he does. He pitches the idea with total confidence.
Did what? What if guys paid us to break up with the girls for them? Huh? Bosco breakup service.
Sean agrees, and Bosco Breakup Services is born. They print forms, set waiting periods, and deliver bad news like 2 middle school lawyers. One customer signs a waiver, while Axel calmly explains that they may try to date his ex later. Nothing says professionalism like that. They even comfort girls afterward.
For different things.
You're too good for him anyway.
Really?
Definitely.
At first, they feel invincible, but guilt eventually hits. One breakup makes a girl cry so hard she loses her contacts. Axel starts to question everything.
All this money is covered in tears.
To undo the damage, they try to reunite one couple at the Valentine's dance. The couple is not impressed. The girl threatens to punch Axel, and suddenly the boys are sprinting past decorations and chaperones, while angry teens chase them. It is the only breakup business in history that ends with a literal mob. Number 3. Sue and Brad try cheering up Lexi by dragging her to a healing date, which somehow includes reenacting the Friends opening and shouting affirmations about pizza. Lexi wants none of it. Axel claims he does not care either. He even says he is just grabbing dinner with friends. Then he spots Lexi's date and his entire brain melts.
Hi, guys. What are you doing here?
Axel, just having some dinner with some friends. There's no extra chairs, we already asked, so bye!
Axel immediately inserts himself like a jealous sitcom ghost. He insults the guy's major, questions his job prospects, and casually suggests the man is a murderer. Chester, the poor date, just sits there blinking. When Lexi pulls Axel aside, he completely unravels.
I don't even like Chester.
Oh, of course you do. It's exactly like me, only better. He's better Axel. He's better looking, he's better at business, he's better at being tall.
It is messy, loud, emotional, and somehow still on brand for Axel. Brad and Sue panic because Lexi starts following Axel around like he is the last donut at brunch. They try pulling her away, but Chester surprises everyone by stepping out when Axel asked him to.
Maybe you'll do it? I need you to leave.
Okay.
Axel is stunned. Chester respects the secret relationship, and Axel actually admires him. It ends with Axel realizing something terrifying. Lexi might be into him, but Chester might be a better version of him. Now that is a plot twist no one expected. Number 2. Every so often, Axel breaks the laws of the universe and behaves like an adult. The flooded basement crisis is one of those rare moments. Frankie and Mike are drowning in water and stress. Sue is hanging photos to dry, and Brick is already tucked safely upstairs. Axel, however, is nowhere to be found. Mike prepares a dramatic father punishment, which sounds funny until you remember Axel is 23.
I don't care how old he is. I'm still in charge. He's going to listen to me. And if he's in my chair, I'm going to sit right on him.
Axel finally walks in holding a fast food bag, and Mike unloads on him for disappearing during a family emergency. Axel tries to defend himself, but ends up making things worse.
What are you talking about? I say I'm sorry all the time.
God, I'm sorry.
Sorry! Oh, I'm so sorry.
It sounds like a toddler yelling into a mirror. Then he admits the truth. He was buying everyone dinner and picked up a wet vac because he thought it would help. This shocks the entire family.
Okay, I have never used this word before to describe Axel, but that's very mature of him.
Even Mike learns something because he actually says, "I'm sorry," and everyone freezes. For one night, Axel is the reasonable one. And honestly, that might be the biggest plot twist of the entire show. Number 1. Axel's lowest moments are usually loud, messy, and completely avoidable. This robotic baby assignment hits all 3. It begins when Brick hears something horrifying coming from Axel's backpack.
Axel, your backpack is crying.
Axel explains he must care for a robot baby for a week to learn responsibility, which is already hilarious because responsibility is not something he has ever attempted. He immediately tries to bail so he can play basketball. But Frankie shuts that down fast. The baby shrieks non-stop, and Axel treats it like a cursed object he picked up at a garage sale. Sue gets dragged in next.
Axel says I'm the plastic baby's aunt and I have to change it. Is that true?
Things get worse when Axel accidentally pulls the doll apart and loses the tiny internal piece he needs to fix it. Brick drops an egg into the open cavity. Sue panics. Axel screams for their mum like he is calling 911.
Mom, help! I took my baby apart and I won't fit back together.
Frankie delivers the ultimate verdict. If he had shown half this panic earlier, the doll might still function. In the end, she rocks the loose robot part like it is her actual grandchild, while Axel stands there realizing he failed at parenting something made of plastic. I don't know about you, but after that list, I fully believe Axel could survive the apocalypse by accident. So answer this. If Axel were your friend in real life, would you keep him around or run for your sanity? Drop your answer and defend it, because this one gets heated.